I guess I just kind of wanted to talk, like, in depth about women. Like a couple weeks ago, I had a woman on Twitter just like randomly pop into my DMs, and like there was nothing romantic or sexual about it or anything. It was just purely platonic. And even though, like, it's nice to have just, like, a normal, pleasant, platonic conversation with a woman sometimes, no undertones to it, it's always, like, there's always a void there. Even if, you completely know that this woman isn't the one that, that you're going to have a relationship with. It's just there's no making it work, even if you know, it's like you always kind of like wish in your head that it would go a little farther, And so, like, I've had these kind of just occasional conversations with women that are just totally platonic. Sometimes, only ever once, there was a girl on Twitter from a few years ago. It was like a year and a half ago at this point. Everything feels like it's been a few years, but it's not really been that long. There was this girl on Twitter back in like late 2024 that I spoke to for like a week. Honestly, if I had moved quicker, I probably could have actually like kept talking to her, and it seemed like she was being like really flirtatious with me. I don't know if it was. I don't know. I mean, I have no baseline to like compare any kind of conversation with a woman to. I really don't. I mean, I guess there was the girl that I was with in fucking middle school for like a month. And I still kind of remember what it was like whenever she was, when she like, just randomly slid into my Facebook Messenger back then. They'll be kind of flirtatious with you sometimes when they actually want to, show signs to you that they're attracted to you. Of course, putting it in terms of attraction feels weird when it's over the internet, because it's like you've probably never even seen your face, and they're like just getting to know you. But like she was like calling me a sweetheart and shit. She would, it was just kind of nice. It was interesting. It was weird, but it's so rare that I get these kind of things. So I mean, it just. Always wish it could go farther, even though I know it shouldn't, or that it won't. It's like, these kind of women, it's so rare, the kind of woman that you can have, like, an actually, like, intellectually stimulating conversation with. I mean, it's a complete rarity. There's been maybe 3 times in my life that I've, like, had a woman that I've spoken to that's genuinely like I feel like I can have a stimulating conversation with. It's just ultra rare. It's like 3 times. There was this girl in high school, which maybe one day I'll go into the full story of the chick from high school, but I mean it doesn't matter how many times you tell the story of the girl that got away. It doesn't ever bring her back. And I've told that story like 100,000 times now. It doesn't make it any better. We would talk all fucking night, dude. It was crazy, bro. It was, man. We would talk like all night. It would get to the point that like she would go to sleep, and we would text like good night every night and shit. It's crazy. I don't get that. That's so fucking nuts to me that she was texting me good night every night. She would like constantly seek me out and shit, and when I finally asked her out, she didn't want a relationship. Just fucking unbelievable. But it's besides the point. There was that, and then there was that girl from Twitter the last time in 2024. We had pretty nice conversations for a little bit. And this just like recent girl, which like it was completely platonic, no flirtation or anything. It was just like But it was just like a nice conversation that I had with her. It's so fucking rare. I don't know, I just feel like I'm floating between these few rare meetings I have with a woman that's on my level mentally. It's on my same like mental wavelength, or at least a similar one. I'm not like, whatever that gay term is, I don't remember what the fuck it is, but like, you're attracted to intelligence. I'm not like sexually attracted to intelligence, but I'm like very heavily romantically attracted to, I don't even know if I would call it intelligence per se, but just like somebody who is like self-aware and actually sentient, and not like a normie who's just fucking floating around brainlessly. I'm very heavily romantically attracted to that, especially self-awareness, because that's generally how I roll, is I try to be as self-aware as I possibly can. I feel like I'm constantly, whenever these things happen, I feel like I'm just being like teased. And it's like every time it happens, it's even shorter and even less meaningful. But I just like feel like I get teased with what I want every like few years. I just get teased, and then it's right back to being alone. I mean, this happens with everything too. It's not just with women, like with work as well. I'll get teased with what it's like to have a good life for a little bit, and then it's back to like depression. I had a great job in 2022 that I loved, and even though there was hardship and it was hard work, but it was a genuinely stimulating job, physically at least. I fucking loved it. It wasn't just like mind-numbing toil. And that got ruined by a fucking post-menopausal butch woman who hated me for some reason, just randomly. What a bad situation that was, man. It was literally like a gay dude came in and became the manager of the department that I was in. And then immediately this fucking old butch woman was like the team lead over an adjacent department, and both of them just hated me instantly for some reason, and immediately got me fired. Fucking unreal. Made up lies about me and shit. Lied about me to get me fired. I just constantly get teased with what it's like to have a good life and to get what I want. And then it's right back to bullshit. I guess you could say the college experience that I had was almost like that, even though even that wasn't really good. I got to do like on-the-job training a little bit, and it was fun, and it seemed like a job that I would have enjoyed, but of course I never got hired there, and it went right back to fucking retail. The college experience itself was whatever. There was like one cute girl there, but she was already with someone. She had like a promise ring on and shit. I wasn't gonna fuck with that. I guess like one of the problems with it is like that kind of intelligent conversation really isn't like, it's not like sexually attractive or sexually stimulating, especially not to women, I don't suppose. So it's like you're never really getting anywhere with that, even though it feels so like life affirming to me. It feels so much more life affirming when you're having like a intelligent conversation with a woman to me than with a man, I think. Even if someone would argue that you're not having as meaningful of a conversation with a woman because, they're like a misogynist or whatever, which, if that's you, whatever, I don't care, but it's not so much about, like, thinking women are superior or whatever. It's just like, it just feels more affirming to like have a connection with a woman than it does with a man, in my opinion. I mean, obviously there's differences. I'm talking about a romantic connection. I don't have romantic connections with men. But, you know, there's like a different level to it. There's a romantic relationship and then friendships, and like I've had just like normal friendships with women, and that's whatever. If I'm not like actually attracted to them, people will say like, you can never just be friends with a woman, but trust, like if you're not attracted to them, you can be friends with a woman. It's possible, especially if they can like hang and they can like take harsher jokes and shit. I mean, there's always just there's a separation with men. That's why I could never respect the gays. It's like, dude, you're not supposed to have a fucking romantic relationship with the same sex. It just doesn't work. I don't think there is any romance there. I think it's just fucking hedonism. Some might argue it, but I don't think you can ever have a romantic relationship between two men. I think it's just a friendship, and you also fuck each other in the ass, but that's besides the point. God, imagine fucking your friend in the ass, dude. Those people are so sick, dude. But like, whenever you have a conversation with a woman where you're really connecting one-to-one, and you're like you're getting to talk about like what makes you tick and what keeps you going through the day, talking about, you know, some kind of loosely philosophical stuff, it feels so good. I've never had that feeling when like just talking to another dude. And when you get those conversations like I've had 3 times in the past, it's so nice, dude. But it's so rare. I just constantly get teased with it, and then it immediately gets taken away from me. That Twitter girl she was pleasant to talk to. She was a bit older than me, but we talked for like a week, and it felt like she was slowly getting more flirtatious with me. And it was like right whenever I was getting ready to actually like make a move, she got banned off of Twitter. Elon fucking cockblocked me. You know, at this rate, I feel like I have a way better chance of finding a woman like that online than in real life. The only time I ever found a woman like that in real life was that one girl in high school. That was like finding a needle in a haystack. Like, one girl out of how many women might have been in that school? I mean, hundreds, you know? One girl out of all of those that I managed to make that kind of connection with, that's never happened after that. Sorry, my voice is getting really shitty, bro. Dude, I think this fucking job gave me AIDS, bro. I can't keep fucking recording this. I got through most of my points anyways. Oh my god. Dude, ever since I started this job, I've had like a cough. I've gotten a cough. And holy shit. And, like my fucking throat will go so dry that I start crying. I think this job actually gave me AIDS, bro. Holy shit. Goodbye.